morning, guys. How are you doing today? Let me just maneuver this around. Are we good? Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay, so hi. I'm coming to you live from a different place, as you can see. I am at an Airbnb in Auckland, and yeah, it's pretty beautiful here. Like, I don't know if you can see out there. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, very gorgeous courtyard out there. But let's adjust this back. So I've got a couple minutes. I'm eating my breakfast, coffee, strawberries, and a yogurt. And I want to talk about how to make manifesting easy because I'm going to talk about this while I'm eating my yogurt. Because, don't act like that's weird. Because I always talk about it gets to be easy, right? But a lot of people, I feel, would be wondering, how do you make it easy? Like, how, I know it gets to be easy, but how do you actually make it easy? Oh, that's good. And so I wanted to talk about that today. So manifesting can be as easy as you want it to be. It obviously, if you're not used to it being easy, it takes a moment. It takes a minute for it to shift into being easy, because you have to become you have to do the work, basically. You have to do the mindset work in order to rewire your mind to believe that it can be easy. But there are some ways that you can get there if you can kind of, map it out for yourself before you even get there. So the first thing I would recommend you do is get out your journal or a note doc. I feel so self-conscious eating yogurt. And ask yourself this question. What question? Okay. If business or life or money or making money was easy for me and it happened without a doubt in the exact way that I wanted it to, what would that look like? Right? So if business, making money, life was easy, if it was just done and I didn't have to think about it, what would the process of that look like? Journal on that. So for me, when I was shifting into believing that it could be easier, I had to basically imagine what that looked like and what it was. And I know we said don't imagine the how, but I could see how I got there from being the place of already being there. Do you know what I mean? So it's not necessarily looking at the how or trying to figure out the how. It's going to the end result and seeing what that looks like, and then looking back and being like, oh, that's how I got here. I know now. And so that's why it was quite easy for me to close the gap. Easy. I mean, it was still work to change my mindset and constantly be reframing and rewiring in the moments, especially when I'm freaking out and in frantic energy or anxious or whatever. But yeah, that's how I was able to shift from it's not always easy and it's very action-based to it gets to be easy no matter what. No matter what mood I'm in, no matter what I'm doing in my business, no matter what's happening that day, whether I'm promoting something or not, it gets to be easy to make money. Money continues to flow. I allow in more money than ever before, all the time, 24/7. It never stops. It never changes based on my mood. This is how it is. So that's how I've been able to wire my mindset now. And so it's very good because it serves me a lot having that mindset, because I am a complete human, and that means I have off days. That means I have weird days. That means I have busy days. That means I have days where I'm not grounded. That's where I have days where I'm just off doing other stuff and not even thinking about business and not even thinking about money. And so I've chosen to wire my mind to think, no matter what I'm doing, if it's all of that, money still continues to come in. Money is not a reflection of if I'm focusing on it or not, or if I'm thinking positive thoughts or anything. It just comes in. That's how I've wired it. And so that's what I recommend for you to do first, to journal on that. If it was easy, if it was already done, what does that look like? Journal on that. And then another thing I get you to journal on, once you have really clarified where it is, like what it is. And I actually sent this in an email to my list. If you're not on my list, you should totally join. I'll leave a link either way, depending on if you're on Facebook or YouTube. The other question I would get you to journal on is, well, it's not a question, actually. It's a story. You are actually writing a story. And it's how I became whatever your goal is. So how I became a 6-figure month business owner, or how I became a multimillionaire, or how I became the top podcaster for health. How I became, what else can we think of this morning? How I became the best yogurt eater in New Zealand. What I mean, right? So yes, so journal on that. Once you have the first question clear, like if life was easy, how would that look? Then journal on how I got here. So like I said, looking back from the place of you have already achieved it, you now write your journey. And so what essentially you have is your blueprint after you finish that, right? It's your blueprint. And so if you have written it completely in alignment, like if you've actually taken the time to think about, oh, okay, so what would it actually look like? Like, what is aligned with my soul? What does it feel like to be here? And how did I get here? Then what you have is completely aligned steps with how to manifest what you desire, how to get to where you want. And if you're like me, you might be surprised is that it's not a lot of action-based stuff. A lot of it was just in the moment rewiring and condensing everything down and simplifying everything for me. Like in my business, that's actually what it took for me, like simplifying, not doing more, but actually just refining and getting really clear on like a couple of things. So there's only like 2 or 3 things I do each day in my business. Like sometimes I have other things that I have to do, like create modules and stuff for courses or videos or content and stuff. But that isn't something that's like constant. I don't have to always do that. But there are like 2 or 3 main things that I absolutely have to do every day in my business, and the money comes in. So yeah, that is how to make manifesting easy and how to kind of hack your dreams, essentially. So if you missed out on what those questions were, go back, write them down, and actually take time to do them. Think about them. Like, get yourself into a good aligned place. Get yourself into a really relaxed state, not just like not a hustle force state, because that's where your answers will come from. They'll come from that hustle action-based forced place, and then you'll have hustle-based action forced steps to getting there, and you don't want that. So really take the time to just relax, get yourself in flow, get yourself aligned, get yourself feeling really chill. And then ask yourself, if it was easy, what would that look like? And the story of how you got there. Okay, so I gotta go. I'm meeting a friend for breakfast soon, so I know I'm meeting a friend for breakfast and I'm eating yogurt. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful day. I will see you later.